हेलो 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 माय डियर फ्रेंड्स। सॉरी भाई लोग, थोड़ा लेट हो गए। काफी एक्शन में सॉरी, थोड़ा नहीं काफी लेट हो गए। लेकिन आज हम स्टार्ट कर ही रहे हैं फाइनली। स्टार्टिंग विद आवर फर्स्ट गेम, प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट 2303 और हमारी रेटिंग है 2261। अब देखते हैं हम कैसे प्रोग्रेस करते हैं आज। ऑल्दो हमने 2 दिन लाइव नहीं किया, लेकिन we'll try to get more active from now. I was not well. Now I'm fine. So I started the streaming today. Started with Alkine's defense to pawn attack. हेलो हेलो मकुबा मजीबुको, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम भाई। कैसे हो? नॉर्मल वेरिएशन। Takes bishop activates, dark square bishop activates, short castle. Let's activate dark square bishop first and then light square bishop. Okay, come on, make a move. Yes, activating light square bishop, short castle, f6, short castle, f6, f6। खाना कहाँ कहाँ स्क्रीन है? दो ही स्क्रीन है भाई। वन इज माई लैपटॉप ओनली एंड वन इज माई डेस्कटॉप, और डेस्कटॉप पे वेबकैम लगा है। Okay, just take his bishop. Queen takes. Rook activation. Rook on e8. And after this, knight activations. Knight to a5. He cannot push. If you push this b3, I can take it. So yes, knight to a5. If you push this, I can take it, and he cannot take it back because I can take his queen. Black king is alone. Yeah, alone in the corner. Okay, now I can just push c5. If he takes, I can take. If he takes, I can take. And queen takes queen. He didn't did that. How I can plan further now? Okay, my knight is in danger. Taking his knight. He can push. If I takes, he can take, and I can directly defend my knight by just moving my knight. Yes, maybe now only knight goes to d7. Plan is to play knight on e5, attacking queen and that pawn. Maybe makes sense. Rook to c1. Okay. So right now attacking queen. Now I can just take this pawn, and if knight takes, okay, take this pawn, knight takes, cannot take it with knight, but I can attack rook, and if we defend it, I can take his knight. No, maybe just knight goes back is the correct option. Knight goes back. This knight will be under attack. Let's calculate clearly. Okay, takes, knight takes pawn, knight takes knight, knight takes knight, queen takes knight, rook attacking queen, and I can take his knight. Yes, makes sense. Knight takes pawn. Here we have knight takes knight and knight takes knight, and rook attack queen, and I can take his knight. Let's go. At least got my piece back. Okay, rook takes knight. If I go with the bishop takes knight, he can go for this pawn, and this pawn will be in danger. If I go with the rook takes knight, and after that, if I just take this, let's go with the rook takes knight. Rook takes bishop, or just offer him bishop exchange. I think I should offer him bishop exchange. No, cannot do that because my rook is under attack. If bishop exchange, he will take it, and I cannot take his bishop because if I take go for bishop take, then I'll be in trouble. I think rook takes is right. Early sack, but only good option to get my piece back. Rook comes back is the only right option because his plan is b8, and my king does not have any escape square right now. If rook takes bishop, I can take with pawn. Okay, queen here, queen check, queen here. Uh, okay, let's do it. Queen here, queen check from a7. If king goes in, okay, I lost a pawn actually. Queen check. If queen in between, I do have bishop check, but most probably he's not going to do that. Rook attacks queen. He's offering exchange. Takes. Not good. I'll move my queen. Plan is to place bishop on e5, and then I can play queen on g3. Threat formate. Yes. Bishop on e5, queen to g3. Can I play with you? Sure, sure, my brother. हेलो हेलो गुलशन भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। बहुत दिन हो गए लेकिन हम आ गए फाइनली। लाइक द स्ट्रीम गाइस, कम ऑन। आ गए हम। अभी स्टार्ट। हेलो हेलो टीएसजी, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। मैं बढ़िया, तुम कैसे हो भाई? आज एरिना था फिटपॉन पे। ओके, आई मिस दैट। अरे क्या बात है भाई, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन, बहुत सही। गुड जॉब। Queen here. I think now what his plan is, he'll give check, take queen, and he'll place his queen here. So I don't know how I can avoid this. Maybe rook sits here. Still, he will place his. Common guys. Oh, sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Dimple, welcome to the stream. I think I have to do this on the pawn push, and he'll offer rook exchange. Maybe I can just push instead of take. If I just push, rook takes. I should push instead of take. And he can play rook here. I'll go for mate threat, which cannot be stopped, I think. What do you think? Can that be stopped? If I place here and he does have rook, he has to sack rook by giving. He has to sack this rook. I'll take with king. He'll give check. Q2 A4. If I play my queen directly for mate threat instead and does not take his rook, he'll sack his this rook. I'll move my queen king on h6, and I don't think there is another check after that. Maybe he can sack another rook also. I can take it. I have to take it. And after that, there is queen check or rook check, and I can move here. Let's do it. Arey yaar, what I'm thinking and what I did. Seriously? Come on, yaar. Okay. Threat for mate. At least I got his rook back. I got rook back. Bishop sits back, but rook will take it, na? I think I should start my king move, king forward. Plan is to place bishop on f4 and then bishop on e3. I can just take it back. Still threat for mate. He'll place queen with queen check. I need to push my king on h file. g5. Whoa, that's a mate, right? Good game, yaar. He checkmated me, and I cannot do anything. Only one option. There is a mate. Good game, yaar. What was that? I don't know why I moved my king first. It was a clear that I should have played queen to g3, and then, anyways, let's move on. Your mind slipped. My hand slipped or my mind slipped. Actually, my mind slipped. So many calculation at the same time. Sorry, but Panoti is real means जब आया तो you are winning. नहीं bro, you are not Panoti. Playing against our neighbors. Radioactive. What a name. I'll not do early sacks now. Offering him bishop. Knight takes, rook takes, attack on bishop. Can I not take it? Takes. No, he does have three supports. Doubling and tripling up. I finished four in Elfin, but fifth place got pizza. Great, 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 buddy. Good job. Congratulations. Uh, take this pawn. I think pawn push I can do. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes. My plan was to take with pawn only, so I can close this file. Bilkul, bilkul, my brother. I'll try my best. Now just offering him bishop exchange after takes. I can push f5 and continue with that. Lekin rook trap was not fair. Hmm, you're right. I should have moved my queen and then activated another rook. Right? What's wrong? Come on. Okay. F5, F4. We'll win this. Now here we go with the knight activation, and here we have fork. Also, I do have this check. If he moves his knight or fork, or I can just take this pawn. Now my position is improved. But you have beautiful knight. Yes. Okay. Knight goes back. Or if I place my knight here only, he is fine to take it because two rooks for knight is wrong. Two knights for one rook is wrong. I have to defend my knight first, and then I can just go for fork. There is no fork now, but I can just activate this knight, and another knight will activate. That was a great because now I lost my rook also. What a bad game. Nothing is there. Yeah, it's over. Nothing is there actually. What a bad move was that knight on knight going further was very bad move. Two blunders. Winning position पे आता हूँ. Two blunder. One was queen, obviously, and another blunder was knight. Two blunders and bad luck. Sure, 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 sure. एक तो जीतने दो at least. I'm not winning one also. चलो, now focus. It's not bullet. Let's play it slow. Knight activation, knight goes further. Okay. If I just take my knight forward, if he takes queen, I can take his knight. He has to take with pawn. And after that, bishop takes, but there is knight in between option. Concentrate on the board. We got this. Morphy signs. Okay, my brother. Moving queen from pin. So I can activate knight further. Maybe I can still activate knight further. Knight takes. Maybe I can still activate my knight further. Knight takes, pawn takes. He cannot move his knight because I can take his queen. And if he just takes my bishop, I can take his knight. Let's do this. But b6, take pawn. Take pawn, but after take, see, after take, there is check option also. After which he can just, he cannot grab. Yeah, but there was a check. If he try to move his bishop back, I'll take his knight, which will attack on queen. And after that, I'll take this pawn. Okay, let's see this. Let's see how it goes. And if he try to defend his knight, bishop can take his knight, and after that I can just take his bishop with knight. Okay, he just took that. Now here we have pawn takes knight, attacking on knight. He cannot move his knight. I can take his queen, and if he takes my bishop, I can take his knight. If he takes that with pawn, queen to d4 is a plan. Queen to d4 is a plan because if he takes my bishop, I can take his rook. But he can just push this pawn also. If he try to push this pawn, I can take his bishop also. Yes. Castle का time आ गया है. आ तो गया है, but pieces are under attack. Now we have to defend that. So attacking bishop, and he cannot take my bishop. I can take his rook. Another plan is to take this pawn with check. Yes. So I think this is a good move. We took it. I can first take this pawn with check and then take his bishop, or I can just take his rook. If I take his rook, are you fine with that? Let's take his rook. Now it's time for castle. Short castle. Because there is too much there are two open files on this side. Hello Sanjeet. Welcome to the stream. Sanjeet Sin. Queen goes back to d4 to take a4 pawn. I think he's in trouble now. Yep, queen goes back. I'll place my rook first to attack bishop and then take that pawn. ब्लिट्ज और रैपिड की रेटिंग में फर्क होता है. Why didn't he play f6? f6 to block my queen back. He could have done that, but another thing I should activate. I'll activate my queen from g7. Queen is not getting trapped there. Okay, let's attack his bishop, and I'll take that pawn. Knight is supporting that. Rook f1 is also good. I just want to exchange everything, and this is winning. Rook on c6. Free pawn. It was not free. Offering him rook exchange. Or maybe just knight on b6. If he takes any of my rook, I can just go for check, take his rook. Now I'll need at least one rook. Two pawn chains. It is enough to win. Yes, but he has two bishop also. So maybe exchanging everything. Because see, if he has this dark square bishop, it will be difficult for me to just progress. So maybe I'm just finding out a way that how I can move this bishop away. Okay, let's defend rook. Let's keep up with the one rook at least. Knight to b6. Knight to b6. That was a good plan, but it's actually not working because after check takes, and if he will take this also and takes, he will be left with one dark square bishop which is guarding this square. So I want to move this dark square bishop. That's why I didn't went with that plan. That plan was working, but that was the only reason. So now just knight exchange and this is winning. He has to take knight because there is a fork, and if not, he has to move his king. So my knight get back into the game. Yes, it was not solid. Pawn push, bishop takes, pawn takes. I'll take with pawn. Now plan is to move my king forward on d4 and defend that pawn. I'll not push that pawn after that. I'll defend that by placing my king on d1, d4. I'll take with pawn and king e2, king d3, king d4. It will also take him three moves. I can now just push this and take multiple pawns, giving him that so I can take this attack on f5 with check and I can take this pawn also. He cannot take this pawn, that I can defend it back, or maybe check and I can take one more pawn and give him that. Yes, this is winning. I think you have to observe all possible threats before making moves. Yeah. Okay, I can take on g5 because if rook tries to attack a1, I do have this check. I can take this pawn and this pawn after that, or I can just give him check, take this pawn. Yes, I can just give him check, take on f4, and then on d4. So I'll have three pawns, and he will have only one. Yes, that's it. No, I need to go more back because if I sit on g5, he will give check and take this pawn. So g4, rook check, h3, g3, g4. h4, h5, h4, h5, h5 now only, king to h4, depending pawn. I'll Now it's my turn. Check, pawn push, and this f4 is unstoppable. If check again, there is f4, and king starts to walk. Still f4. I need to move my rook away and continue with the king on g4. G4. Come on, yaar. Let's just resign. That was just, I need to go back. Check. King goes forward and continue with the push. And there is mate in one also. Not mate. King has one square. Check. King has this square. Let's push. Push, push, and queen. If I just push it, he'll go with the rook check. So, no. I'll just move my rook away. Threat is mate. I'll first place rook on. No, let's go rook to a7. Yes, threat is mate in one. Or can I just go for check now? Check? No. Let's just go for check first from a8. And there is push, push. Queen. Let's go. Go for check at r8. Got the queen. Anyone at the chat sees it? Did I miss anything? What he's trying to do? I'll go with the mate. Check and mate. QF7 then mate. Yes. Right, brother. Correct, correct, correct. Finally, the first game we won. Now from here, we have to win continuously. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think I should play something else with black because this Alpine's defense is not working. Everyone knows how to tackle it. Everyone is playing this pawn push. Analyze that. I need to. Yeah, there is a book, 100 Endgames. You must know how to learn rook ending principles. Okay. Currently, I am going through this complete book of chess strategy. I'm reading this book right now. Complete book of chess strategy. I'll review this and let you know how it is. And then I can start with this another 100 Endgame books. I need to order that also. 100 endgames you must know. Okay. A6, D7. Queen to D7 is good. This book, this is a good book as well. I have read this. Okay, I've just started this. I started with few opening principle so that I can at least know the names of the openings. What are the, it has many volumes. Okay, I just know one only. Queen on F5. If he takes my bishop, I can take it. No, 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 this is correct because this bishop is not guarded. If you push this, I can just take his bishop. Or if you try to guard it, I do have knight also, which is going forward. It has many volumes. I don't know what volume do I have. It's the only one volume which is available. Pawn push, I'll take his bishop. He can take my knight. I have to take it back with pawn. हेलो हेलो वरुण भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम कैसे हो मेरे भाई भाई नाइट टू B4 कर सकते थे वैसे now he is defending bishop so I cannot take that and also guarding the square but if you push I can place knight here but why I should keep that pinned let's just move my queen away queen on F5 the square which he left I'll take that भाई नाइट टू B4 कर सकते थे वैसे okay takes queen takes I'll go with the rook takes if queen take I can sit on C2 to attack his bishop C2 to attack his bishop I'll take that open file soon E file I'll take it so if we try to defend it with queen what option does he have if he places bishop back okay he took that and because I cannot take his bishop. There is mate in one. What if I just play my knight here? Knight here. Queen check. Rook takes. Rook check. Knight back. And if pawn push, yes, knight to D8. If pawn push, knight will activate on E5. Knight takes, pawn takes. No, but he has bishop also. Maybe I can activate on B4. There is a check, but what after that? Check and take that pawn. Take that pawn doesn't make sense. Queen, he can double up his queens. I'll not take that pawn. I need to take my queen back. If I try to open up back rank, let's open up back rank. His plan is to push this pawn, and I'll play on B4. If knight here, knight takes, bishop takes, knight here, knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, and pawn is gone. Knight to b4, pawn push, knight to c2, attack on queen. He can double it up, and there is no going back after that. I should, I think I should give up that for a जब भाई बिना टाइम इन्वेस्ट किए गेम कैसे इम्प्रूव करें की टिप्स दे प्ले कंटिन्यूअसली फॉर 10 years योर गेम विल बी इम्प्रूव्ड हाँ विदाउट टाइम इन्वेस्ट किए ना प्लेड एज अ फन 5 मिनट का खेलो 5 मिनट का सब्सक्राइबर्स के साथ खेलते हैं इतना खतरनाक टिप्स होंगे तो तो मैं दे सकता हूँ इतने खतरनाक टिप्स तो मैं दे सकता हूँ okay pinning is queen and attack is bishop at the same time he can offer exchange no he cannot offer exchange also black magic अभी बैन कराता हूँ आजकल तो चैट जीपीटी भी ढंग के मूव नहीं बता रहा है whom should I ask I can make a pawn push because there is a mate threat pawn push bishop takes if bishop takes I can take it with knight defending rook yes so pawn push is good pawn push bishop takes rook knight takes and if rook takes there is knight take back so his knight have two squares uh if I play here he will play here he will play his bishop on d4 or on c5 both are actually safe okay let's play on c2 keep attack I'll keep attack on rook queen to e4 e4 but why what's the plan my plan is if he moves bishop I'll play my rook on e1 although he'll play here only my plan was to play rook on e1 so but I need to divert this first divert his bishop which he is going to play on c3 because there is mate in one after that if I go on the first rank there's mate in one but I have to just divert his bishop anyways maybe by activating knight on c5 and then on e4 by pinning him. But if I move my knight, there is this pawn take. Okay, if I move my knight further, if bishop takes, rook takes, maintaining attack on rook, and then I can just place my rook forward. So exchange will be good or not, or just continue with the h5, h4, attacking queen. He has three squares now. रुक चलो e1 पर रुक चल दो e1 पर he'll take with bishop I can take his rook and after that it since the position is simplified queen takes pawn attack on knight and I do not have any attack after that so uh, not that good move maybe knight goes forward bishop takes rook takes to maintain to keep on the tempo keep up with the tempo if bishop takes rook takes so I can play rook on e1 Tried for mate because if he takes with bishop and after rook take, there will be attack on his rook. जब खेलने नहीं आता तब आप 2200 हो जाए। आ गया है तो 3000 प्लस, बाप रे। I need to attack his rook again. If bishop takes knight, I can take his rook. Now there is pawn push also. Losing one more pawn. Maybe I can play queen on d2, but there is this pawn push also. Bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes. Rook on f1, rook on f8. Mm, queen to h5. There is this pawn push. Rook on f8. Bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes. Left with 1 minute only. Okay, maybe queen to c1. Plan is, if you push this pawn, I can just give him check from g4. Yes. मुश्किल है पोजीशन होल्ड करना। मुश्किल तो है। Now this is lost because there is this check and he can take rook. Shit, man. Let's review this. What was the correct move? I think knight goes forward was the wrong move. No, not lost. अरे यार, क्या बात कर रहे हो? Because there was a check, I can take his knight. Yes. Okay. Check. He can take. He can take this, but I do have this check, and I can also take his rook. But still, there are three pawns, huh? QH5 protect rook, protects rook. After push, there was another check. The only option with me was push, and there was a rook check after that. This that was a lost. Uh, okay, rook was a brilliant move. Rook here was a brilliant move. What was best here? Best here was f1. Explain. Then knight activates because now there is no bishop take, and rook queen is guarding this squares. By what OGR? I'm losing every game. Almost I lost 4 out of 3. Sorry, 3 out of 4. 4 out of 3. कमलेश तो लिखा हुआ है आज आपके लिए कमेंट में। मैंने कहा क्यू टू f1। यू टोल्ड क्यू टू d1। एक मिनट, लेट मी चेक योर कमेंट। नहीं, यू टोल्ड यार, यू आर राइट। यू टोल्ड क्यू टू f1, यस ब्रदर, यू आर राइट। चलो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू अनदर गेम। भाई दादा को हराने में मुझे 10-1 लगा, इनके में भी उतना ही लगेगा शायद। नहीं भाई, कि जिस दिन मैं हार रहा होता हूँ ना, उस दिन यू कैन विन मी वेरी इजीली, और जिस दिन देयर आर द गेम्स व्हिच आर गोइंग गुड, तो उस दिन हार हार ऐसा रहा है मैंने। क्या बात है गुलशन भाई, गुड गेम। मतलब वेरी गुड ब्रो। मुझे गेम देखने पड़ेंगे, मतलब लाइव देखना पड़ेगा यहाँ तो। कैसे गए? D1 रुक के सामने रखने को कहूंगा मैं क्वीन। D1 पे रुक नहीं था ना, रुक वाज ऑन B2। सॉरी बी, हाँ B2। अगेन आई गॉट द ब्लैक। C5, symmetrical opening, queen's gambit decline. Opponent's playing queen's gambit. It's a queen gambit decline martial defense variation. Pawn push is good because if I take his knight, there is a plan. He'll take my knight. So I take with queen. Queen takes, pawn takes, and he can just take my knight. I have to take it back with pawn. This is equalization. Educate committee. Bishop on D5. Or let's just kick his bishop, forcing him to take. I'll place my bishop back after he will place his knight, and I can just attack his knight after that. Bishop goes back से अच्छा I think rook defending pawn, because if I place my bishop back, he'll take with knight, and then there is a king take, and I cannot go for castle after that. Now bishop attacking knight, and I can go for short castle connecting rooks and continue with the plan. Take his knight for sure, and I am stopping his castle now. Or no, I cannot do that. I need to defend a pawn. Defend a pawn, then I can stop his castle. He stopped my castle, I'll stop his castle. Although I can just push c5 and go for short castle, but he cannot do that. c5, and I can go for short castle. Rook on d8, plan is to push d4 after takes. Okay, cannot move, cannot take. Opening back rank. If he takes, I'll take with bishop attack on that pawn. Or should I take with pawn? Take with pawn is wrong, because king can simply sit on c3, and I can play my bishop, but he can after that offer rook exchange. So take with bishop attacking a2 pawn. पहले डेली 30-40 सब्सक्राइबर ऐड होते थे, अब 2-5 ऐड हो रहे हैं। एटलीस्ट 2-5 ऐड हो रहे हैं भाई। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल ब्रदर, आई ऑन ऑल दी ऑप्शंस। बिशप टू e4 लाना था यार पहले। बिशप टू e4 पे पॉन लॉस होता ना। Okay, this rook is free. I'll activate it on e8. Plan is to push f7, takes, or plan is to push g5. He can't take g5, f7. This pawn is under attack and is defended by rook. He cannot take my bishop even after doubling it up. But I cannot push this pawn also. But I need this passers also. This c6 is a real passer. This is just a defender. Correct. King activation. Rook on e6 and rook on g5. Rook on g7. Attacking that pawn. I'll push g5 first. We can push e pawn. If you push, I'll take, and there is a bishop takes. We are fine with it. So g5, and I'm not going to take it. I'll let him to take, and if he takes, I can take this pawn as a threat. Till that time, we will plan something different. Maybe I can continue with the h5, h4 wood pickers. Okay. फुल मोनेटाइज नहीं हुआ, उसके लिए 1000 सब्सक्राइबर चाहिए पूरे और 4000 घंटे चाहिए. राइट ब्रदर. Now if I push f6, f6 looks good. f6 takes, rook takes. He cannot push this because I can take on f4, and I'll again double it up on e6 and e8. Rook to e6, and another rook to e8. Giving him this pawn? No, cannot give him this pawn because he can defend that pawn. If he takes this, I can go for check. Cannot go for that also. That check, king goes forward. King goes on g7. Bishop goes back, stopping another rook to activate. And I can continue with c4 now. Let's go. I can just offer him rook exchange, and after that I'll continue with the c4. Or should I continue directly with c4, c3? c4, he'll play rook here. Bishop on a4. I need to offer him rook exchange. There is no pawn push possibility. Maybe I can move away to attack his rook, to move away from this pin, and I can now push this pawn to continue with the progress. Or was that a wrong move? I think d4. Takes, takes. Rook takes, pawn takes, takes. Pawn push takes. c4. Rook takes pawn, c5 check. Or just take on f5, and then if he takes this, I can then push. Yes, let's take on f5, f4 first. Bishop to c4. It is not progressing actually. That's why I'm not just making the bishop to f4. There's no progress in that move. Not even getting an open file, not even getting a good defense. There are no passer pushing forward.
भाई मेरे पास सिर्फ उतना ही टाइम होता है जितना मैं लाइव आता हूँ, बाकी भाई बिजनेस में बिजी रहता हूँ। तो मैं सिर्फ उतना ही खेलता हूँ जितना स्ट्रीम करता हूँ। ओके। नाउ आई डू हैव d4. d4 pawn takes. I can take on f4. We'll take another pawn. I can just give him check, take his rook. But does that make sense? d4 pawn takes. Rook takes on f4. We'll take another pawn. I may attack his bishop. Can take that pawn. I may attack his bishop. Or if I just go for check, let's just defend it back because I do have open file now to attack him back. He's going for mate threat. Offer him rook exchange and try to move my king forward. Yes, rook exchange, and I'll try to take my king forward till e4. This is a wrong move. Equalization again. Bishop c4 back. He's offering draw. Let's just wait. Although we have opposite color bishop, this is obviously this was a mistake, I think. This is a draw, yaar. Opposite color bishop. What are we doing? So, time to play with subscribers. Come on, guys. Whoever wants to play, you can send challenge. Anything below 5 minutes unrated, I'll accept that. Read out the rules, and after that, you can send challenge. Till that time, I'll review this game. Let's see what's wrong in this. Do I have any good move in the between? Did I missed anything? He did one blunder and I missed that. Okay, this was a blunder. But why? And I missed it by just taking his knight. What was the best? Okay, not for him, for me. Why it was a blunder? What was best for me? To just move his knight away? Explain. Because here I was just getting a pawn, extra pawn. I should have keep up with that extra pawn, which I missed by taking his knight. Okay, anyways. Come on, guys. Are you sending challenge? I'm waiting for you. Miss this another move, which was attacking his bishop, and after that I could have castled. Okay, Varun bhai, center challenge. Chalo, wait, time to play with Varun bhai. I lost a piece.
Great, brother. This is a clear win for you. Hello, hello, Ranveer Kapoor. Welcome to the stream. Sure, sure, you can play. I'm playing with subscribers only. Just need to survive 7 more seconds. Let's go. That blunder was very bad, yeah. I just gave up a rook. Chalo. Hello, Satyam bhai. Welcome to the stream. Nice one. Thank you, bhai. Bro, you played very well. I played very bad. But you didn't find out the mate in one. You have mate in one. You didn't saw that. Bro, my ID. You can challenge, bro. My ID is Jay Bajaj without space. Nice. Thank you. That was not my game, by the way. Chalo. Mohan is next. I just don't play bullet or blitz. Same here, bro. Actually, I play blitz, but not bullet. I play bullet rarely. My brain processing is slow. It it was just mate in one, bro. Just analyze that. You missed mate in one. It was just a rook check with the knight supporting it and a mate in one. Okay, let us check. Good one, brother. Good one. Lost a rook. No, bro. Seriously, I was lucky. बहुत झोल है भाई. Even I also don't know how I got that rating. Maybe I just bought it. Hello, on time, na. This is not a exchanging everything does not make sense. Okay, it's not a rapid. I have to be quick. Misclick. Good one, brother. Take rook with pawn, I mean. Take rook with pawn. But after that, there was a rook take rook with check, na. Cannot underestimate anyone. Everyone is a pro player. You missed this move. Take check. You should have taken my knight with check. Queen takes, and you should have taken that bishop. You missed that. But my plan was to take knight. But you can take with bishop, and yeah, that was a move you missed. Nahi bhai, you are not move. You just need to learn more. ध्यान हटा, दुर्घटना घटी. Only winning on time with subscribers, not on position. Best of three. This time not on time. Will win on position. आप कब से स्ट्रीम कर रहे हो? लाइक मंथ्स और इयर्स? नहीं, इट्स फ्यू मंथ्स ओनली. आई थिंक मेरा टाइमिंग शायद गलत है स्ट्रीम करने का, इसलिए शायद सब्सक्राइबर्स नहीं बढ़ रहे हैं. लेट्स गो। कम ऑन भाई, हुज नेक्स्ट? सबसे ऑड टाइम तो मेरा है, मैं जब फ्री होता हूँ तब आ जाता हूँ। ये सही है ना भाई? एटलीस्ट उस कारण से अलग अलग टाइम के यूजर्स के साथ खेल सकते हो। या उस टाइम के यूजर्स तुम्हें वॉच कर सकते हैं। बाय द वे, फॉर हाउ मच टाइम डू यू स्ट्रीम? लाइक फॉर हाउ मेनी आवर्स और फॉर हाउ मेनी ड्यूरेशन? Usually 1.5 to 2 hours, 5 to 6 times a week. Great, great, brother. That pawn push was not required. Attacking queen, I can take your bishop for free. Thank you for free queen also. Sure, bhai. Who's next? Anyone else wants to play? मैं तो अपने प्रोडक्ट की मार्केटिंग के लिए स्ट्रीम करी थी, अपनी मार्केटिंग टीम के कहने पर। मजा आ गया। मजे के लिए करता हूँ। Let's go. Chalo, bhai, anyone else wants to play? Or that's it? Mohan is sandwiching again. I already played 3 games, bro. Come on, guys. Anyone else left who wants to play? If not, then I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please hit that like button. Tomorrow, definitely we will come back. I think I did not wait for this long duration, so my game is little weak from this long. Tomorrow I'll definitely come up with the new moves, new openings, and we'll try something best. And tomorrow we will try to stream little bit soon. So I'll drop a invitation. Like I'll just create a schedule from tomorrow. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Subscribe and please hit that like button. Tata. Bye bye. Ending stream now.